Hello everyone, welcome to the sessions related to database basics and SQL. In this video, we will talk about inner joins. Inner joins perform a very critical action of helping the SQL developer get information which is matching in couple of tables. Here, consider two tables, table 1 and table 2. The inner join selects all the rows from both the tables as long as there is a match between the columns. Here, if you see in the diagram, only the region where the table 1 and table 2 overlap indicates the columns which are matching from both the tables, and only then the corresponding rows which are having these column values which are matching are returned. To explain this further, let us consider a sample business question. Here, the question is, list all the persons with their phone numbers from AdventureWorks database. The list should consist of a person's first name, person's last name, and also the person's phone number. So how do we go about resolving this? Let's go to our SQL Server Management Studio and see how a query could be built for inner join. Here in the AdventureWorks database, we have two tables. One is a person table, which consists of the first name and the last name, and the other table that we have is the person phone. The person phone table has the phone number. Now the link between the person table and the person phone table is the business entity ID. This business entity ID binds this particular person to this particular phone number. In order to write a query that will facilitate you with the desired output, you need to first open a new query editor window, and you need to list out the data that you require and from which table you need to pull that information. Now let us start by simply writing our select statement and declaring the from. Now here you are taking the person table and you are performing an inner join with person dot person phone. Now this join should be on a specific field which are mapping. So the columns to be mapped here is the business entity ID. So in order to achieve that, let us start looking at this data. So here, for the ease of writing query, I'm going to provide aliases to each table. So for person table, I'm going to give it an alias P, and per person phone table, I'm going to give it an alias PH. Now P dot business entity ID should be equal to PH dot business entity ID. So you are seeing that this column matches this particular column in this particular table. So the data output that I need to receive are, I need the first name, then I need the last name. These two entities come from the person table, that's the reason I put the alias as P. Now the phone number itself could be obtained from person phone table. So in order to achieve this, I'm going to pull that information ph dot the phone number from the second table. Now when I take this particular query and when I execute it, it will give me the first name, the last name, and the phone number of the person from the AdventureWorks database. So this gives you a detailed information as to how to use an inner join. So how do we identify that a particular business question is regarding an inner join? If a question contains a marker such as find the matching values in both the tables, or find records from a table that has an entry in the other table, or if you by any chance get a question such as find a particular row for an attribute that has the matching value in the other table, or return only those records who have entry in the other table. If you in your business question you have sentences coming out with these kinds of meaning, you could usually consider them to be an inner join. There could be questions written in many manners since it's simple English language, but if you find that the end meaning of that particular statement could be any of these, then you should consider using an inner join for your output. In this video tutorial, I have already shown you how an inner join is written, but for the sake of a revision, I'm just going to repeat it once again. Whenever you're writing an inner join, you use the following convention. You take table A, you apply inner join clause onto the table B, where the mapping should be between the table A and table B. And in the select list, you can list out all the columns. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked the content and had learned some details about inner join. For more videos such as this, please like, share and subscribe to these videos and to my channel so that I could create more and more videos such as this. Thank you.